You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the rabbi.
I'm not a very patient person. I never have been. Waiting in lines at airports, dealing with people who don't really know what they're doing when their job is to know what they're doing in service to me, the customer, those things drive me bananas. I'm not a patient person. But as I've gotten older, I'm noticing that I'm not just impatient. I'm becoming chutzpah. I mean, really, I'm just losing my mind. I'm looking at the world in which I live. I'm looking at the education that my children are receiving. I'm looking at the way the Jewish community is running. I'm looking at politics, and I'm insane. I mean, really, we can do so much better than we're doing, and it's driving me crazy that we're not doing it, and that we're not doing it fast enough. You know, I've always wanted to be that wise rabbi who sort of sits back and listens and offers thoughtful commentary. And I still want to be that rabbi, but I'm so full of chutzpah and impatience that it's very difficult for me to get there. I just started reading this book, The Chutzpah Imperative, and I'm not far enough into it to really have gotten the ikar, the essence of it. But one of the things that I've already taken from it is that we've done a really lousy job of teaching people, of sharing with people how important chutzpah is and how valuable it is for us as Jews, as human beings, as members of a society to stand up for what we believe in and to be able to explain why we do what we do and to explain that passionately, as if it's a very part of the very fabric of our lives. We don't have that chutzpah, and we need it. You know, I think about Pesach that's coming up, and the leadership of Moses. What chutzpah he had. I mean, really, to think that he could go to Paro, that he could go to Pharaoh, the most powerful man in the world, and say, "Let my people go"? Are you out of your mind? That wasn't the wise old rabbi sitting back and listening. That was a chutzpah crazy person who saw an injustice in the world and said, "If not now, when? It's time to fix this." I'm no Moses. I am not a Moses. Well, if I am a Moses, it's only in my inability to speak. It's only in my the reservations about my own capacities to make a difference in the world. If I'm at all like Moshe, it's only in my weaknesses. But I want to be. I want to have that chutzpah. I want to embrace my frustration. I want to embrace my impatience at making this world a better place, at teaching our children in deep and profound ways, and inspiring future generations to live Jewishly, not because the rabbi said so, not because the Torah says so, but because it changes your life. It empowers you to live the most fulfilling life that you can. I want to embrace my chutzpah. But I also kind of still want to be that wise rabbi. I guess I'm looking for a combination of maybe of Moshe and Aharon. Maybe Aaron, the one who can speak clearly, the one who can explain why we're fighting for what we're fighting for. And I also want to be the Moshe who just takes the staff and puts it in the water and says, "Enough," as the water turns to blood. The Moshe who raises his staff to the skies and says, "Enough," and the plagues come. I want to keep my chutzpah. I want to embrace my chutzpah. I want to make a difference. And I want all of us to know that we need to hold on to that chutzpah. We need to embrace it. We need to love it. That is what it means to be a Jew. It's to have holy chutzpah. To look at our world, to make it better. To work every day for the arrival of the Mashiach. To work every day for the arrival of a time that brings peace and wholeness. Shalom. As Pesach comes, as Passover comes, maybe I can look to Moses and I can embrace a little bit of that chutzpah. Maybe I don't have to be so afraid of it. Let's stand up. Let's ask deep questions about our world. Let's allow ourselves to be all of those children, the quiet, simple, or the quiet child who doesn't know how to ask, but also the wise child who probes deeply, and sometimes, yes, the wicked child who says, this is insane. We can do better. Holy chutzpah. Maybe that's my takeaway for this Passover. Happy Passover.
Let's talk some Torah. It's okay, as you will see, that we're bound to disagree. Don't have to see eye to eye to make the Torah come alive. Now that I've had my say, let's not waste the whole day.